called There Was a Time. There was a time we would play on the lawn. There was a time when bad pictures were drawn. There was a time we'd come home when the street lights came on. There was a time when we were young. There was a time we would stay up all night. There was a time we were told not to fight. There was a time when our parents would measure our height. There was a time when we were young. There was a time we would sleep till past noon. There was a time we watched morning cartoons. There was a time we were told not to grow up too soon. There was a time when we were young. There was a time when we outgrew our shirts. There was a time when we started to flirt. There was a time when we didn't know heartbreak would hurt. There was a time when we weren't so young. There was a time phones would hang on the wall. There was a time when the numbers you memorized them all. There was a time when her dad would pick up when you'd call. There was a time when we weren't so young. There was a time when we had our first date. There was a time when the feelings of romance were great. There was a time we were scolded for staying out too late. There was a time we were no longer young. There was a time we would do what we're told. There was a time before we knew what the future would hold. There was a time when our joints didn't hurt in the cold. There was a time when we weren't this old.